Hello, printmakers! So this is the third video in a four-part Collagraph series on preparing the plates in a multiplicity of different ways. We just finished the yellow plate and the red plate. We suggest that you watch those first as you move through. We're gonna go ahead and start on the blue Collagraph plate. The materials and tools you'll need for this one are chipboard or bookboard, same as the two previously, modeling paste and gesso, a razor blade or something to draw into the material with, a stencil, an old debit card, piece of cardboard, business card, and objects for impression, such as the bubble wrap you see in the video here.
A hairdryer could be a nice addition in order to help dry some of that modeling paste or gesso, as well as the Mod Podge or my brain is not firing very well today.
Matte medium, I believe is what.
Medium, thank you. Sitting there in the video. All right, Brett, continue. I apologize for jumping in on you there.
No worries, those were great suggestions, Sam. You'll start by sketching the general area you'd like for your design. So we've gone ahead and designated what sections we want to be what color for our final design, as we did in the previous two videos as well.
So using your palette knife or a piece of cardboard, spread the gesso or matte medium into the drawn areas. As you can see that the artist was doing here over the areas of the shirt line area. And then if you want to press objects into or press the matte medium or gesso through an object like I did with the stencils, you can also see that you coat down the matte medium and then press the bubble wrap into it, let it sit there for a while, kind of letting that matte medium dry into the space or the shape of that other object. Rather than printing it on, you're rather letting the matte medium dry into that shape. So just different ways of doing this process. You can also draw into the gesso or matte medium with a drawing utensil. You saw me do it with a knife. You can also do it with a razor blade or a Q-tip, maybe a toothpick. Drawing works best when the medium is partially dry, kind of reducing the chance the lines will fill in. The liquid will kind of just like fill into that middle space, or that that matte medium or gesso will also be still kind of liquidy. That like semi-dry state is like really the space where you want to do your most magic work when you're drawing into that material.
So we've got the main area of our plate done here. We did it using impression and then also pushing materials through the stencils. But if you wanted to add additional marks, you could use a paintbrush or scrape away areas. So we were a little messy when we were doing this. So we've gone ahead and used a razor blade and scraped away some of those spaces that we don't want to pick up ink. But once the medium has dried, you can apply other collage materials as we have done in previous videos using Mod Podge. Other materials can include, string, cardboard, leaves, anything that would be in low relief. So just raised slightly off the surface that would pick up ink differently.
And remember, once you've completed your design, coat the entire surface with polyurethane. We've said this in previous videos. We just want to say it again. Make sure that you're working in a well-ventilated area. Polyurethane isn't super dangerous, but it is not something you really want to like breathe in all the time. Make sure that you put it into a space where it can dry completely for a few hours and that you're still in that well-ventilated space so that you're not stinking up a room or stinking up a space for a few days, smelling like polyurethane. That's something you want to try and avoid. The real purpose here is to coat your plate with one smooth surface in order so that when you're printing, none of your inks or materials can sink into that backspace or the cardboard itself, right? You don't want to have that spongy material coming in contact with your inks. So that's the purpose of the polyurethane coat. It really does serve a purpose for the printing of the Collagraph, and it really finishes that plate turning into one solid coating or matrix. And once you've done that, really you can use this matrix or plate for years and years and years to come. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, printmakers. Great to have you, and we hope to have you follow along with us for the blue plate as well, and then the black plate. We will talk to you soon.
Bye.